Good to be back out here in the shed. Start working again on another project that got going on. Got a knife project going on. And remember my last one, I had a lock blade knife, which turned out pretty good. I still got a little bit of kicks I got to get out of that one, but for my first one, I think I did pretty awesome with it. This next one I'm going to be working on is a side lock, and if any of you are familiar with the side lock, you know the looks something like this, and this is the cutout. One side of the cutout I've done already. I already pre-cut this out, so sorry I didn't video that, but I'm going to try to video the rest of this. And the notch here is part of the L shape that I'm going to cut out of this blade. This is the actual locking mechanism, which when the blade is attached to this, let me get my camera stationary. When the blade is attached to this piece here will lock in the blade. When it's out in the outward position, this piece comes over and locks the blade in, and you have to push this over to unlock the blade to fold it back. So that's the knife that I'm working on. I hope you enjoy this videos that I'm getting ready to get started on. And we're going to work on a little bit of this today, but the video probably won't be posted up till later on this week. But I do thank God for this day, and as I always start out, and give Him praise and honor and glory, because He deserves it all. And He is the author and finisher of my faith, and I thank Him for that today, and just give Him praise for what I can do and what He gives me the ability to do. So if you don't have Jesus in your life, search for Him, find Him, because he means everything to you, and He will carry you through things that you never thought that you could make it through. So thank God today. But let's get started on this knife and get it going, and let's just have fun while we're doing it, because if we can't have fun in life, we just gotta have fun doing these things. Because I mean, even if it's wrong and we don't do it right, we learned something along the way, didn't we? We learned how not to do the thing, and then we can do it right together. So you guys just bear with me as I work on this new blade, and we'll get this thing going. I'm gonna turn the camera off, and I'll get right back with you. Alright guys, I apologize for that. I had to get change out the blade, the grinding wheel on my grinder, and because the one I had on there was too small. Couldn't get in and cut the metal that I needed. But this is the piece that I'm working on currently, and we're going to cut, I don't know if you can see that line that I have drawn on there. We're going to cut this line out, because I've already made the notch here. We're going to cut this line out, and this is our spring mechanism to lock the blade in place once it's folded out. So let's get started on cutting that. I may have to move this camera around so you can see what I'm doing. So I'm going to probably just turn the camera off for a second and readjust my camera and get you a view where you can see me actually cut this. Hang on, guys. Hopefully you can see where I'm at. I got the metal clamp to the table, and we're going to take our grinder. We're going to cut this out, and then I'll show you the end result of it. So it's going to be a little loud. Never mind the noise. Let's just start grinding. Have to readjust, I'm sorry, in order to get my grinder in there correctly. Here we go. Alright, if you can actually see that, it's not all the way through, but it's close, and we can just wiggle the rest of part of that out and get it to where it needs to be. Let's try that. what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to take the, get my Dremel out and Dremel out the rest of this. So, hang tight on the camera. Alright guys, got the Dremel. I'm going to Dremel out the rest of this. And so that thing will be freed up. So, here we go. We're going to do with it. It only took just a little bit and we got it. So hang tight, I'm going to move this camera back into position where I had it before. Hold on. So here we go guys. This is the piece I was talking about. This is the spring mechanism right here. See how that springs out? If I can get it positioned right for you. See the spring out on it? And when that's springed, what it does is it actually comes out when the blade is folding up. It will catch the back side of that blade and lock it in place. And when you unlock it, you just push it over and the blade itself holds that into the straight position. Makes sense, doesn't it? In theory. Let's make sure it works. Because sometimes I've tried these knives in the past and I failed on them. But I'm going to keep going until I get it right. So let's just keep pushing on it. We'll get this thing right, and we'll cut the other side out, and then we'll cut the blade out and put this thing together. So bear with me. I'm going to get my other piece of metal and I'm going to cut that metal out, and then we'll have both sides identical to this without the slot. It's just going to be flat because you only have one side that has this spring mechanism on it. The other side is just totally flat. So same shape, and we'll grind it down on the grinding wheel and the belt grinder, and get it all smoothed out and ready for the blade. So just bear with me guys. Hang tight. Alright. Hopefully you guys can see this. My camera is kind of crappy. I mean, I'm using my phone to video these videos I hope I said it right. Video these projects that I'm doing, and it's kind of a crappy camera on the phone, but my phone's not too good. But we'll get through it, and then later on down the road we'll get a nicer camera and start doing these videos a little better. But I hope you can see this. I got the metal mounted to my table, my work table, and we're going to cut this piece out. The other half of our blanks, I'm going to call them. Not exactly the terminology for it, but I'm going to cut that out, and then we'll have the other piece, and then we can start smoothing these things out on the belt center and getting them going. So here we go. It's going to be kind of loud with the grinder, but just bear with me. And when we cut these out, it's hard to move around corners with the grinding wheel. So what I do is I cut it out, and then I take it to the belt sander and do a lot of the corner works and the rounded works and all that on it. So here we go again, more noise. Got it cut out. Now I gotta take it to the grinder and get this thing shaped out so it's the same shape as this one. You can see the big difference in it. It's not shaped out, but it will be. Trust me, it will be. So we're gonna pause the camera and we're gonna move our camera around and so you can get a view of what I'm doing over there also. Thanks. I think moving this camera around is more work than making the actual knife. So I'm over at the belt grinder now, and I don't have an expensive belt grinder. I just got a little Harbor Freight belt grinder. It does good for me for right now, but you know, like I said, I'm starting out. I'm just getting into this, and when the finances get a little better, we can get better stuff to work with. But right now, I just thank God for what He has given me, and we're going to grind this out. So guys, it's going to get noisy. You just bear with me. Alright. I know I'm missing something. And I always forget these. I always forget to put my safety equipment on, and I do apologize for that because I'm trying to be safety conscious. Because I messed up a pair of glasses a couple weeks ago, and I got to get some new ones. But I'm putting my safety glasses on, and I don't wear a respirator. I apologize for that, but the thing just seems like it gets in my way. But I should wear one, and you guys should be wearing one also. So just excuse me for that. Once I get this to a certain point, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna attach this piece to this, so we can have these this piece to this piece, so I can get them exactly alike, because that is very important that they're exactly alike, because it's going to throw the knife off if I don't. So I'm probably at that point now where I can do that. So I'm just going to take a clamp, my small pair of vice grips, and clamp these two together so I can get them both the same dimensions on each side. As you can see the difference in them, how much I have to cut out. But we're going to get all that ground down and so they're both exactly alike. So here we go. have water around so you can dip it. This metal gets hot. Work in progress. Got it going. I'm going to cut the camera off for a few minutes and we'll be right back at you. Sorry about that, folks. Had to finish off the morning coffee. That's important, to have coffee. Don't forget that. Just joking. But here we go. We're going to get back on this thing and get it grounded. I'm gonna turn this grinder, this belt grinder around so you can see a little better what I'm actually doing. We're close. We're close to getting to where we need to be. As you can see, I just got to take a little bit more off of this section right in here, and maybe refine some of that down at the bottom and get this thing smoothed out. And they're ready to take a knife blade, but I haven't worked on that knife blade yet. That's another day. We'll just get this done and then we can move forward. Here we go again. I said, it's very important that these two pieces are exactly alike. That way they line up on each side, and it doesn't throw the knife off at any way. We got some imperfections there we got to get taken care of. If you can see those, see how in this area here, that one side is a little bit longer than the other one. We got to get those two pieces exactly alike. It's pretty close in this area. It's pretty close together right there. And we'll get this part done, and then we can move on with this. And what I'll do is I'll smooth all these out. I won't video that part, but I'll just get all this cleaned up, get it fresh looking, and it'll be ready for the blade then. But we got to work on that blade. That's going to be a different video that I post up on here. So let's get the rest of the grinding on this, and then I'll turn the camera off and then get all this cleaned up, and then I'll come back and show you what the final result of it is. So let's keep going with this. Alright guys, I got it shaped out. If they're closest I'm going to get them, we can refine them more afterwards. But I'm going to turn this camera off, and this will probably be the end of this part of the video, because I'm going to do a different video for the blade, and when I start putting it all together. But this is the two pieces that I need to cut out, and they're close to both the same size and the same shape. We're going to clean these up, and what I'll do is I'll turn the camera back on for a few minutes, and then we'll end this video out and move on to another one for the blade. So just hang tight, guys. Alright guys, like I promised, I'll be back with the clean up on these. I got them all cleaned up. Now this is not actually the handle. There's going to be a handle on the outside of this that I'm going to put in here. And I'm thinking about my brother a long time ago. If I want to shout out to my brother over at Cool Over Dirt. If you get a chance, go over and watch some of his videos, and he's finding real cool stuff in the ground, and he enjoys what he does, and God has blessed him with what he does, and just want to shout out to him. But a while back, he gave me some deer antlers that he had made for me for a rattler for deer hunting, and I'm going to use some of that bone to put on here as a handle part. It's going to be real nice once I get it done, because I'll polish it up and then get it all looking good. But these pieces are done. They're all cleaned up, and we're going to have to do some drilling on them and put some holes in them and put this blade on. But this segment of the video is done, and like I said, I'm going to post another video with the blade and the actual assembly of this knife once we get it all going. So just throw this one out there at you. Hope you enjoyed the video, and hope you have a blessed day. And we just thank Jesus for what He's done for us, and thank Him for the knowledge and waking us up to see another day. And we wish each and every one of you a blessed day in Jesus' name.